This is the SAU Report, a program featuring interviews with the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
For most students, college is tough enough without having barriers impede their progress. However, two Southern Arkansas University students must view their academic lives from this perspective. Tamala Taylor is a junior sociology major from Magnolia. Her main concern deals with the accessibility to some buildings on campus.
Everybody is so helpful, and anytime I encounter any problems, that I can always find someone to help me, whether it's faculty or students.
Stan Pryor is a freshman from Magnolia. He feels more handicapped students would attend SAU if facilities were upgraded.
I hadn't found too much that I hadn't been able to get around on campus. Over in the Bruce Center, the restrooms over there, the stalls aren't wide enough for my wheelchair to get in.
Many of us take for granted going to and from classes with ease. But for those who are physically challenged, these activities can be difficult.
I'd like everyone to treat me normal and not to make a difference in me just because I'm in a chair.
Just let me be me. And other people, they're okay. I mean, as far as the students and everything, they treat me, like another human. And, that's all I ever wanted was to be independent.
Tamala and Stan are positive about the way SAU has treated them and feel their comments will make it more accessible for future physically challenged students. This is Ellen Blau reporting for Region 10 News.
A variety of events highlighted homecoming festivities at Southern Arkansas University. Reunions were held for the classes of 1951, 66, and 81. An alumni luncheon and annual meeting was held in the Bruce Center. The oldest of the alumni attending was Odessa Smith, a 1919 graduate of Magnolia A&M. Wearing corsages for identification, 3 distinguished alumni were honored for excellence in their professions.
The school has meant so much to our community. There is a bond there now that didn't exist long ago.
Dr. David Norris is Student Affairs Vice President at Southeastern Oklahoma University.
It's an honor that happens to so few people. There's so many people out there that deserve it and probably deserve it maybe a lot more than the people they even pick.
Distinguished alumnus Dr. Ruth Couch was the first faculty member to achieve full professor status at Arkansas State University, BB.
I simply never imagined anything like this in my life, but of course I always did hope that I would be able to make this institution proud of me because I appreciated all the time and the care that people here took with me.
All the distinguished alumni had many different things to say about their award and SAU. The one thing they agreed on was that SAU has made great strides since they were attending. A homecoming ceremony was held for additions to the SAU Honor Wall, now representing 333 completed endowments. These activities helped past and present students share the spirit of their institution. This is Charles Pierce reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
Southern Arkansas University's Department of Public Safety officers are a combination of both police and security. The department consists of 3 members, 2 of whom are certified police officers. They have a twofold purpose, to serve and to protect. Some services performed are unlocking vehicles and buildings, fixing flats, and jump-starting cars. Students have differing opinions on the performance of SAU's officers.
I know there's been a lot of vandalism in the cars, and there's been a lot of incidents of people sneaking into the dorms, and they might patrol more and control what's going on.
SAU's Department of Public Safety dispatches through and works closely with the Magnolia City Police. From a legal standpoint, Officer Larry Lundeen says he also has duties as a certified police officer.
We have to uphold the laws of the state of Arkansas, and any infractions of the laws on campus, we have the right and the authority to make arrests. And at that point, we have to decide whether or not we are going to take university action and handle it through disciplinary proceedings for the university, or if we're going to press criminal charges and make arrests.
Officers say the toughest part of their job is having enough judgment in deciding between actual violations, and high spirits when dealing with students. As far as protection goes, one of their main jobs is to secure the buildings. Although their duties are similar, SAU's officers are not a part of the Magnolia Police Department. This is Leno Williams reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
Miguel Library on the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia has upgraded its facilities. Data is now provided for students by computers, which replace the slow, outdated card catalog system. Information can be obtained quickly and, if desired, printed out. This technology has been available for quite some time, and staff members feel the changes were long overdue.
The ability to access information quickly has been on the market for a long time. We feel like it is high time we had it, and we're so excited that we do have it now.
The computerization of Miguel Library is a major improvement over the old card catalog system, and students are now getting easier access to needed information.
It's very nice because it's so easy. Like, people have never used a computer before can use this because it tells you everything to do. It's just very easy.
The new system has proven to be more efficient for filing than the card catalog, and library employees agree that other important tasks are now receiving more attention. Future plans involve the addition of a map to the computers, which would give students the exact location of the book they are searching for. This trend of computerization is not only speeding up the process by which students are conducting research, but is also making their data searches for research projects as detailed, thorough, and accurate as possible. This is Khalid Ali reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
Southern Arkansas University has a new president. The Board of Trustees unanimously approved the selection of Dr. Stephen Gamble, Vice President for Academic Affairs at West Texas State University. Board Chairman Bob Burns said Gamble received a 3-year contract which will begin in March. Gamble holds a doctorate in American history from Texas Tech University. He has 19 years of academic experience as a faculty member and administrator. Gamble previously served as Director of Admissions at Angelo State University and Admissions Officer at Texas Tech University. He has extensive experience in university planning, budget management, and curriculum development. He co-authored an enrollment management program at West Texas State. There were 116 applicants for president of the Southern Arkansas University system. Gamble was one of 5 finalists interviewed at the Magnolia campus last week. Other finalists included Dr. Robert Arbuckle, Chief Executive Officer of the new Kensington campus of Penn State University, Dr. Jake Looney, former law school dean and professor of law at the University of Arkansas, Dr. Lawrence Davenport, Associate Vice Chancellor for University Advancement and Planning at the University of California, San Francisco, and Dr. Philip Rice, Director of the Graduate Division in Business at Louisiana Tech University. Dr. Donald Hafner, SAU Vice President for Student Affairs, will serve as acting president from January 1st until March. This is Robert Morris reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
The School of Business at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia has quietly become a nationally competitive program. Already viewed by many as the best in the state, the school continues to garner countless awards at competitions across the country. Activities are frequently scheduled which allow both students and faculty the opportunity to visit with some of the more successful business executives.
You know, our students rub elbows with corporate presidents, just on a month-to-month basis. And by the time they do this 4 years, they've met a lot of top business executives.
In accounting alone, SAU students have more than tripled the state average on first-time passage of the CPA exam. The school also has the largest statewide membership in Phi Beta Lambda, the official college business organization. The accomplishments of SAU School of Business have been recognized throughout the country. Students and faculty members agree that there are many reasons why this particular program is one of the best among leading universities.
I think we have certainly worked to try to develop qualified faculty and people who are interested in teaching. To me, that's an important part for an undergraduate institution like ourselves, is you've got to be interested in teaching, and I think the students sense that, and then they want to be a part of a successful program.
In a recent business tour of Russia, Dr. Rankin observed that American colleges need a program for Soviet students, and the possibility now exists that SAU will become a part of a teacher-student exchange program. A new facility, the Business Agri Building, is expected to be completed by the fall of 1993. These possible additions will no doubt strengthen the program and help students prepare for a challenging job market. This is Charlie Pierce reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
Southern Arkansas University agriculture students are learning the latest in cattle ranching techniques. The SAU farm sports various breeds of dairy and beef cattle. Presently, SAU has 2 breeds of dairy cattle, Holstein and Jersey. It will acquire some Guernseys by late July. The profit from these cows comes from the sale of milk. The cows are milked twice a day, 12 hours apart.
The milk truck comes every other day, and he picks it up out of the dairy, and right now he's picking up about 2,500 pounds a day. He ships out about 5,000 pounds when he picks it up every other day.
The breeds of beef cattle raised at SAU are registered polled Herefords, registered Limousines, and Brahma Hereford crossbreeds. The profits from the beef cattle come from the sale of meat or the animals themselves.
We'll sell some animals right at weaning time. We'll sell other animals when they're a year to 2 years old.
Some of the agriculture students are involved in research with in vitro fertilization of beef cattle. There have been several successful pregnancies. The SAU farm offers many diverse areas of study, but the cattle industry, be it beef or dairy, has captured the interest of most agriculture students. More involvement goes into caring for the cattle, such as delivering calves, maintaining the weight of the beef cattle, and milking the dairy cows. As the cattle industry expands, SAU is keeping pace. These cattle ranching techniques will allow SAU students to utilize their agribusiness skills. This is Robin Stevens reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
The Agriculture Department at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia has acquired several grants to aid in teaching students. Already a number of facilities have been constructed with these funds to help in utilizing waste production. This poultry shed reaches over 150 degrees centigrade in composting dead chicken carcasses. Chicken litter is also composted in the shed, but is then compressed so that it can be carried to the Arkansas Delta to help replenish crop land. Department Professor Jim Tollett says that this particular program serves as an example for other agriculture operations.
A university grant for composting dead birds has turned into be one of the examples that the Southern Arkansas people are using in growing their broiler flocks, particularly down around El Dorado and Nashville and those areas.
Another grant was used to build a swine composting shed, which experiments using pig carcasses as fertilizer. Plans for current grant money call for a digestion waste operation for hogs, which will use energy to heat the facility and recycle water. Students get involved by maintaining both facilities, even during the summer.
I do our daily routine check of picking up our dead and keeping an account. Then I take it to our compost shed. Since it's busy summer, we have about 2 people down there working along with Mr. Porterfield. Usually it's 4 during the school term.
The department has become more successful through these grants because the students now are not only involved in the day-to-day maintenance of the facilities, but often the construction of them as well. A third grant the department has obtained involves a minimum tillage field close to the campus. Low-income families use the land to farm on and then sell the crops at a local farmers market for profit. These grants are not only helping students learn, but the techniques have proven to be beneficial for many farmers in southwest Arkansas. This is Brad Lane reporting from Southern Arkansas University.
Supporters of President George Bush and those backing Governor Bill Clinton are conducting activities to increase student voter awareness on the Southern Arkansas University campus. Whether it be soliciting information or distributing brochures that focus on the issues. Democratic State Representative and SAU history professor Dr. Tom Forgey spoke about the responsibilities of political parties on campus.
What we have on the campus now with a very active young Republican club and a developing young Democratic club, that this represents the best of the American traditions in terms of competitiveness.
President Bush appeared recently at a rally in Shreveport. It was hosted by Republican Congressman Jim McCrary and state law enforcement officers. Also in attendance were military personnel in addition to some protesters. SAU College Republicans Chairman Brian Mefford also attended the Bush rally.
There were a lot of people out there. I was told it was the largest rally they've ever had for a political event in the Shreveport area. I have no doubt in my mind now that Bush will carry Louisiana as he will the rest of the South.
The political parties at Southern Arkansas University are not concerned with whether you lean to the left or to the right, but rather they're concerned with informing you on the issues and encouraging you to vote. Students at SAU are being encouraged to vote this fall by both parties. The Republican Party had an informational booth at the Columbia County Fair, and nearby the Democrats were touting their candidates for various offices. Representatives of the SAU Democrats and Republicans will soon debate in an effort to educate their peers on today's important issues. This is Joshua Culvert reporting.
Agriculture is big business, and at Southern Arkansas University Magnolia, the Department of Agriculture has one of the largest programs on campus. The SAU Farm gives agriculture students an excellent opportunity to work with livestock. Approximately 50 head of cattle pass through the dairy barn each day, and the beef barn contains facilities for show cattle. SAU's own mule rider, Cassie Ketchum, explains why she is proud to be a part of the Agriculture Department.
The Ag Department at Southern Arkansas University. It feels pretty good to walk into a place and you know your friends and your family's around. And if you want something done, you can get it done. All you have to do is ask.
The Department of Agriculture offers courses in agricultural economics, education, engineering, agronomy, animal science, entomology, forestry, and horticulture. Sheep feeding and training, grooming and showing, and judging places emphasis on laboratory work. The rodeo barn, with stalls and a hay room, houses SAU's mule and horses. Many students from other states come to join SAU's award-winning rodeo team. SAU agriculture students receive practical hands-on experience which serves as preparation for their future careers. This is Melissa Cook reporting.
While most of the nation will see a temporarily vanishing sun, a portion of the USA will see an even rarer phenomenon, an annular eclipse in which a solar ring can be seen around the moon as it passes between the Earth and the sun. In the USA, the eclipse will be seen first in the El Paso area at 8:44 a.m. Mountain Time and sweep northeastward into the Midwest, across Lake Erie into New England, ending in Portland, Maine at 3:24 p.m. Eastern Time. In Alaska, less than 40% of the sun will be covered. The eclipse will be ending as the sun rises in Hawaii. As with any solar eclipse, viewers are warned against looking directly at the sun or through smoked glass, sunglasses, or photographic filters. Telescopes and binoculars are even worse because they concentrate light. Invisible solar rays can burn the retina and cause permanent damage. Best bet, find a science museum, planetarium, or university astronomy department with special equipment to safely project a view of the sun.
Now what I've made here is a real cheap version of a pinhole camera. It's just a wooden box. I've cut a hole in the top and put a piece of tinfoil over the top with a pinhole on it. But when you aim that at the sun, the image will focus on the paper, if I can get it oriented. There we go. And you can look at that without damaging your eyes, whereas even with the dark aluminum, the dark photographic emulsion, you do have some danger, so you don't want to look very long at the sun.
Miss Tuesday's eclipse and you won't get another chance to see one in North America until 1997. I'm Amanda Black for SAU News.
The lights are dimmed at the Harton Theater, but early this morning, Dr. John G. Stossinger gave a speech to a packed audience on global economy. The Dean of the Business Administration School, Dr. David Rankin, introduced political analyst Dr. John G. Stossinger to the press. Stossinger is a professor at Trinity University, Texas, and a prize-winning author of 10 leading books on world politics. Americans have two great strengths. They are teachers of democracy and leaders in high technology, said Stossinger. Students, teachers, and Magnolia residents made their way through the doors of Harton Theater to hear Stossinger speak on global economy. Dr. Stossinger, author of Might of Nations, World Politics in Our Time, was chief book review editor of Foreign Affairs for 5 years. President of Southern Arkansas University, Dr. Stephen Gamble, gave the welcoming address, stressing the Murphy Oil Corporation's 18th year of lectures at SAU. Dr. David Rankin introduced Dr. Stossinger to the audience. Stossinger compared the global economy to three racehorses: the United States, Western Europe, and Asia.
In short, it is not enough to excel in the tangible things. We must add to these a comprehension and a respect for the intangible things, which are just as important as the others.
Fielding questions from the audience, Dr. Stossinger said, Americans need to add discipline to their creativity and understand and appreciate other cultures. Stossinger claims that most American businessmen speak one language. To compete, they need to learn another language. This is Doreen Durham with your latest SAU News Brief.
Six Southern Arkansas University women competed in the recent 1998 Miss SAU pageant held in Harton Theater.
Now let's meet our contestants.
Contestants included Andrea Bradford, a freshman business major, Natalie Cantley, a sophomore pre-veterinary major, Jill Juglard, a junior elementary education major, Elizabeth Lewis, a senior biological science major, Heather McClellan, a freshman mass communication major, and Monica Montgomery, a freshman music major. Entertainment for the pageant was provided by Dance Magic and Kathy's Dance Art Studio and local talents such as Josh Key. Crystal Loomis, Miss SAU 1996, performed 2 vocal solos for the audience, and the 1997 winner, Ashley Manning, made her final walk as Miss SAU. Steve Roberts, Gulf South Coach of the Year, served as MC for the evening and received a special award. 40% of each contestant's total points is based on talent. 30% a personal interview with the judges, 15% swimsuit, and 15% evening wear.
Our new Miss Southern Arkansas University 1998 contestant number 4, Natalie Cantley.
Natalie Cantley took home the crown of Miss SAU 1998. Cantley impressed the judges during the modeling segments as well as during her blues rendition of Born to Be Blue.
It is so awesome. You have no idea how long I've been working for this. I've done so many pageants in the past 2 years, and I've worked so hard and so diligently.
Cantley will now compete in the Miss Arkansas pageant to be held in Hot Springs this summer. This is Tracy Campbell reporting from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
Work is continuing on the Mule Rider Gym, which is undergoing its first major renovation since being built in 1967. After discussing possible renovations for over 10 years, the work finally started in July of 1997. The entire project is costing approximately $3.5 million. Jay Adcox, chair of the Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Department at SAU, explains the need for the new facilities.
The administration, along with the Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Department, had looked at the basic needs of our HKR majors as well as the recreational needs of our students and community.
While work on the new gym has been progressing, all the regularly scheduled Mule Rider and Riderette basketball games have been moved to the Magnolia High School gym. But now the work is near completion.
Our student body will be able to get in with their intramural programs, get those started on time. So this is going to be a real help to the athletic program as well as the student body.
The project should be completed by August in time for the fall 1998 semester. At a recent meeting, the Board of Trustees voted to rename the new HKR building the Catherine Smith Brown Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Complex. The new gym will be called the W.T. Watson Athletic Center. Both are longtime employees of SAU. For First News 3, this is Richard Moore reporting from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee visited Magnolia recently for an informal question and answer session. The lunch, sponsored by the Columbia County Republican Committee, was a chance for the public and Southern Arkansas University students to quiz the governor as well as express their opinions on a variety of issues. Huckabee attends at least 3 of these sessions each week.
And if you're speaking to 1,000 people in an auditorium, you're rushed in, you're rushed out, you don't have much interchange with them. But if you come to a group like this, you can really find out if people are really bothered about something. They're going to let you know, and you're going to pick up on it pretty soon.
With Southern Arkansas University being such a central part of the Magnolia area, Governor Huckabee addressed the issue of campaigning to college-age voters.
But I think it also is important to recognize college students are going to be voting longer in their lifetimes than any other age group because they're just starting in many cases, and they'll be voting if they live their life expectancy for the next 70 years.
Huckabee addressed a number of topics at the event, including the status of the Republican Party in Arkansas, welfare reform, and higher education. He stressed the importance of better educating Arkansas children during the fundamental stages of their development. On a political note, Huckabee urged all area voters to make the extra effort to campaign and vote during the election season. This is Chris Dean reporting for First News 3 from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
The SAU Report is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.